What up, family? Boosie and Young Blue. I got to say, I seen this situation getting to the point that it's getting to. It was too much back and forth going. Boosie was speaking on Young Blue a lot. I guess Boosie wanted his money for real. But we know he wanted for real because he even done separated from his brother about this situation. Him and his brother not even talking, right? Now, Boosie spoke on Young Blue album sales. In the process of him speaking on Young Blue album sales, Young Blue responded, fam, and he was going in on Boosie. He was talking about Boosie kids. He was saying his kids don't need to be on that plantation that he building. A storm gonna come through and take them fake condos down that's in his back place on his land. All these different things, fam, saying Boosie couldn't get a show, 100-mile radius outside of Mississippi. All these different things he said about Boosie. And it hit home. But the main thing that hit home was speaking on Boosie kids, right? We know Boosie is a father. We know Boosie don't play by his kids. You feel me? Charleston White said a lot about Boosie's son. I didn't see Boosie come back on that situation. He was just saying he didn't want to deal with Charleston White because he know what Charleston White is about. Now fast forward to Boosie respond. It have shocked social media. Everybody can't believe what Boosie is response, because Boosie, he talked about Young Blue, but he never talked about Young Blue like this. And reason he's doing it now is because of them kids. Now the first thing I want to talk about in this text, Boosie spoke on Young Blue's son. He said little retarded son, and spoke on his son, a lot of slob, you know what I'm saying, all the time. You know how the retarded kids be. And say, y'all need to watch yourself on the floor with all the saliva. And then Boosie was speaking on, that's his house that Young Blue staying in. He stole his money to stay in there. He's a squatter. Boosie was also speaking on Young Blue not getting no shows, in response to saying Boosie don't get shows, 100-mile radius out of Mississippi. But Boosie was asking Young Blue, when was the last time you been booked? Boosie pretty much was telling Young Blue that you flopping now, fam. And he stay booked every weekend, right? Now, I got to say that this situation, fam, is gonna be one of them ones. You can mark my word, because it's too much money in the play. I think Boosie more matter than a lot of us think, and a lot of us can imagine, because I think it's like a $5-6 million ordeal that Boosie was left out of. He's saying that his signature was forged on a piece of paperwork by his brother, but Young Blue knew he was part of it too. I mean, he was the one that getting the deal. Young Blue responds like Boosie was too slow moving with him. You know what I'm saying? He had to go get it, himself. So at the end of the day, I know that the lawyers is working on this situation concerning these two, but in the process of the lawyers working, they finna work this on the street level, because I cannot see. And I'm telling you, like, it's been stuff going on with Young Blue wife being put in the mix. I don't know if they back together or whatever happened. Boosie spoke on that situation. Anytime it started to get too personal, just like the Drake and the Kendrick, it started to get personal. You feel me? Stuff started to happen. People started to get shot out there, and all type of different things, vandalism in certain businesses of Drake's, things like that. That's what these situations lead to. Just like an argument, that's what it lead to. Everybody be cool in the mix of the little argument until the shots get fired, fam, and stuff started happening. I got to say that I can't knock Boosie for speaking out about Young Blue owing him money, right? I mean, it's a freedom of speech. He can go on any podcast, say what he. At the same time, I understand Young Blue, with every interview, you got Vlad, different people is bringing it up, and Boosie responding. His response is going to be what social media take it for. If Young Blue don't, respond back, say nothing back, right? Now, you can believe this or not. Social media got a stronghold, fam, to where mental health played a big part in these hip hop artists' role with millions of dollars because they image, they fall is a lot harder than our fall. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that Boosie is saying about Young Bleu can cause Young Bleu to career can go totally down. You understand? So when it comes to situations like that, the mental health of Young Bleu can cause him to want to do something to Boosie. It's like you taking food out my family mouth, but Boosie looking at it like, no, you taking food out my family mouth. You signing deals, forging my signature and stuff like that without me knowing. See, a lot of people ain't looking at the underlying problem. They just looking at the problem. And this is getting overwhelming. You can tell in this text that Boosie was dead serious. You can tell in Young Bleu text that Young Bleu was dead serious about what he was saying. He was saying he was tired of Boosie speaking on his name in every interview. Have this affected Young Bleu? Have this affected his career? Because Boosie was saying in this text also that these people just want you to, they just want you to pay up. They just want you to do the right thing. Now I got to say, I heard records run of Young Bleu, you know, on the radio. He've had a couple records, but at the same time, I don't know what type of deal that it was Young Bleu was up under. I don't know. We know he got the deal. I don't know exactly what type of situation it is, but at the end of the day, I don't think that Young Bleu career is totally gone. Boosie was even speaking on Young Bleu trying to be a country rapper, trying to do R&B, trying to be a rapper. We know Young Bleu just come with some country, some songs, trying to cross over on that level, and that's a good thing. You feel me? But at the same time, is Boosie right? Is he trying to find himself since he left Boosie? We got to say that he's had hit records since Boosie. Now let's not make that mistake. You feel me? But hip hop is coming into a new transition of people. It's coming into a new transition of game. Like fans is so short-winded when it comes to artists now. When it comes to music, like it's so many people coming through. You feel me? To where they looking at this one, looking at that one, looking at that one. So you really got to be able to hold it down. You really got to be able to make hit records that's gonna stick like records Boosie got. But I don't hear him no more. You got artists like Boosie that's touring, fam, off records 20 years ago. I don't think artists that we see in today's time gonna be able to do that no more because it's so packed. You feel what I'm saying? You got so much music out with so many different artists, and their attention span, like I'm saying, is short. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Boosie and Young Bleu, this situation, I'm telling you, can boil over to a whole new different level if these dudes catch up with each other in traffic. You feel me? And I don't know, Boosie had them goons around him, but Boosie feeling some type of way thinking about that. Think about this, fam. $5-6 million that you've been cheated out of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something alleged. But I will keep y'all updated, fam. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.